mock review. Obceth here with another mock review. Now this one comes from Cytran, aka MysteryBox, from the Amino. Over on Discord, he wants me to review his mock Ranga, which some points right off the bat for being a Kamau user. Shout out to Kamau gang. Okay, so from the top. Color scheme: black, gray, silver, and tan. Oh no, I kind of got distracted in the middle of that, trying to remember which is which. A surprisingly cool combination. I think I really like how silver and gray goes together, or tan and silver goes good together. And then each of those also combines well into gray and black. I'm kind of going back and forth on the usage of all the black here. Especially looking right here, his upper arm is a black CCBS bone, but his thighs are gray. Kind of makes me, because let me look at another picture to see his lower legs, if possible. I think those are black bones as well. I feel like just from right there off, I would try to choose one. Either go with black CCBS bones or gray ones. Don't mix and match them. I feel like it might be an even split there, but between them, I think they're just they're fighting for dominance there. I want you to pick a side there. Maybe save the black for the pelvis there and the internal bits of the chest, which we'll get back to. But for everything else that's a little bit more broad, not as nuanced, I'd say go with gray. Also, I'm going back and forth on it when it comes to the hip with the Metru shoulder plate or a chest plate. I think I'd maybe use a tan one that you get from the Vorox, just to give it that little bit of cohesion there. I mean, you can go either or. I would say maybe test it out and see if you can. I'm on Discord right now, so I'm like going back and forth between all the photos where I saved them. Okay, so limb-wise, I like that he was able to balance the usage of CCBS and Technic well, I would say, in my opinion. The front side definitely with the Technic Metru limb being on top, it gives it a more armorish feel, while on the back it feels a little bit more nuanced, a little bit more, I always say human, or actually closer to a biological sense. Something you may want to do, because now looking at it, his thighs do seem a little unbolt. I would maybe slap some simple CCBS armor plating on top of that silver to help balance it out. Which then I think I would go ahead and replace the silver pelvis with a tan one again. I think that would help keep the color scheme relatively balanced. Or if you go gray, maybe you could add something else on top of it that's silver. That way it keeps some of that layering. But I'm really feeling that you should put some tan on the hips. So I'm not too worried about the usage of the light gray on the knees here. I mean, if you had another color, maybe replace it if you can go for like a dark gray. But how it is, I actually kind of like it because it gives it a very mechanical feel, like that, close to like a gear. And like that would be the place where you do want, because like it has that natural motion of bending. And the wheel looks like it's like integrated into it, even if it's on the outside. Like I get the idea of it, even if right now my words don't want to translate well. As we were saying earlier, there's not too much going on with the upper thighs. It's a simple CCBS bone. That's what I home about. Feet, simple. This is a part of the reason why I'm saying you should probably go ahead and try to replace some of that black with gray, because you already have the feet as a major part of it being gray, and with the silver layering on top of that. So I feel like that definitely needs to be the second natural color to it. Tan and gray should be your natural body colors. Then silver is your armor color. And then you can save the black for anything that just, it has to be black. But yeah, going with the Metro feet, or going with the Mata feet here, I mean, I'd say it works well. Using the, oh man, I almost want to say, if you could find the tan ones from Pohatu Mata, that could make, or, wait, did he have? Yeah, Pohatu Nuva had the tan ones, right? I was like, maybe if you can find it, toy around with that, see if you could use it there. And then maybe add some other silver piece, like maybe like a bulwark eye on the back of the heel for just a little touch of silver. But I feel like because he has a very desert, I would say almost closer to the Mandalorian feel to him. I would like to see him with tan there. If not, decent it is. The Mata feet is a good size for this build. I can't get in closer, but I really, really want to see more of this torso because it looks pretty cool. As you can see, it's got the posability. It can bend forwards. On the back, I don't know what this piece is called. I think it's from Hero Factory, but it covers up the back very well. You can't see any of the real components underneath it, and I would say it kind of gives it a good sense of back armor with the way the two little points jut out. I can maybe see you using rubber bands or some sort of string there to make some sort of pack that goes over there to maybe like hold his weapons up if you want to get a little bit more creative. Looking at the CCBS on the back of the calf, it's not really complaining. I'm just curious about the 03 there. If maybe you could try to integrate it into the lore, otherwise minorly distracting, because it also kind of looks like somebody with a visor with doing the uwu face. Looking in the back, is that two little system pieces on the back to kind of help cover it up? Kind of good, but given that it's gray there with the black, I feel like you might want to match that again with a tan Metro chest piece. Okay, let's move on up to the arms. Actually, I really like what you're going on here because using a CCBS here works pretty fine, but you managed to put Hero Factory, or not Hero Factory, Knight's Kingdom on top of that. That is an interesting combination. I can't say I've seen this technique done before. Maybe it has, maybe seen it somewhere else, but right here works pretty good because it does give a very round shoulder plate here without having to rely on something as common as like the Nuva boobs for shoulder pieces. I mean, otherwise those two just go together rather well. The forearm one is a little big, but I can't really complain too much about it. Again, I think for my own sake, I would maybe slap another CCBS silver plate on top of that just for just a little bit more armor, but that's just me. Gun. Let's try and find a good picture of the gun. Maybe it's like supposed to be a twin barrel shotgun. I'm not very up on guns because one, I don't like guns, and so I just haven't taken the time to really learn names, but for a custom one, it seems to do the jobs pretty well. I almost want to think like sawed-off shotguns. Like it seems to like come in just Wild West blasting his way up through whatever situation it needs to be. I definitely get a lot of Mandalorian vibes from this. I really do like that. Okay, yeah. We can try to talk about the torso a little bit more. I do have one picture here where he took off one of the arms and we can see a little bit on the inside. Where honestly, it's probably not that complicated of a build, just I need to see a little bit more of the guts. And I could probably replicate this, or any of us could. But no matter how it is, it's very functionable, and the fact that you could actually cover it up that well is actually a really nice addition. There's no real wasted space on this mop. It's lean, but it's got its bulk. I guess then that leaves the only point of contention could be the mask itself is a little. There's no way this just maybe not the most clean of paint jobs. I feel like I see a little bit of texturing from how it might have been. Actually, you know what? No, I want to take that back. I like the silvering, and the fact that it has kind of a rough look to it kind of works for what would be a Wild West gunslinger. So I'll go with it. Something you might want to do, just if you feel like, I know you do you do figurines for Warhammer, I believe. Maybe try to do some extra detailing on that, like go in there with some black or tans and just do some little small detailings on the little pieces of the mask. I bet if anyone can do it, you could. We can see he's got some strength in his limbs here, as I'm putting up the picture of him doing a one-arm push-up. I'm saying that out loud so I know which photo to put right here. Yeah, definitely seems like he got some strength, and it also shows off his inclusion of fingers rather well, so nice touch there. Just for the comments, which way do you prefer to have the fingers? Do you like the fingers on the inside of the hand like his is, or do you prefer if those digits are connected on the outside? Right now, Obceth has his on the outside. I feel like it might give it a little bit more of a, I guess, gripability than the actual curve of a hand should be. But yeah, give me your opinions and tell me what might be some pros and cons of a hand design of that nature. But overall, Ranga, pretty good. I almost want you to call him Rango to go with the West theme, and you did tell me this is a male character, and with the A, it's kind of like a female conjugation, so a little food for thought if you want to change that. Yeah, overall, it's a cool mock. I like it. I would definitely want to build one myself. There's not enough love for brown and tan out there, you know? It's a shame that after 2006 was the last year we had brown until 2009. Then we got all the orange and whatnot, which orange, yellow, keyed orange. It's cool, but it does feel like a shame that we have such a limited variety when it comes to browns and tans. I mean, most of this is Vorox and General Grievous, I'm guessing. Yeah, shit. Definitely, it hurt me a lot when I was making Obceth. I'm like, I have such limited capacity for Metro Brown. I'm gonna have to really get custom up in here. But yeah. Another note, I know you got red for the ice stock. Maybe consider doing one of the blues, maybe an indigo. I know that already belongs to normal Onua, but it does serve as a better contrasting color to the tan. Just a little food for thought, that's a personal take. Otherwise, I'll have to wrap this one up by saying, hey, nice mock.